Hey guys, so for today's video, I created this beautiful, colorful look using the Milk Cosmetics Amor y Mariposas eyeshadow palette. I seriously can't get enough of this palette, so I'm so glad I got to play with it again today. But before we get started with this makeup tutorial, this video is kindly sponsored by Bright Cellars. I am so excited about this sponsor because I love wine, and also just the name Bright Cellars is just very on brand for me. You know, Angela Bright, Bright Cellars. It's cute! So I love a good glass of wine, and I just like to end my day with a good glass of wine, watch some Netflix, and snuggle up with my boyfriend and my dog, right? But as much as I drink wine, I am not an expert at it, and I'm always trying to learn more about wine and just like the particular kinds that I like. But my problem is that when I'm shopping and buying wine, I kind of just stick with the brands that I know and the brands that I've tried before. And I'm also one of those people who buy based off of the label, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but sometimes the labels are just so cute. And for me, being in the grocery store and just staring at all the bottles of wine is very intimidating, and that's why I just kind of grab what I know and what I've tried. But that is what Bright Cellars is here to help you with. So Bright Cellars matches you with wines from small vineyards from all over the world based on your palate and your preferences. They have hundreds of private label wines, so you'll be sure to try something new. And it's super easy. You just take a quick 7-question quiz on their website so they can gather your taste preferences. So I typically lean towards like red blends and Zinfandels, and I can't remember the other types of red wines that I drink. This is why I need help. But I took the quiz online, so let's open my box and see which 6 wines they sent me. Okay, here's my box. It's super heavy, but it's really nice because it's all cardboard, so there's no plastic in here, so it's really easy to recycle. I love that. There's a little insert here. It says like your wine has arrived, open a bottle to celebrate, and you get these little info cards, which is gonna be very helpful for me. And then as you try your wines from your box, you're gonna rate them, and so the more you rate, the more precise your matches will be. This one's kind of like an introduction, how to use a corkscrew, serving temperatures, storing your wine. And then I have my 6 wine cards here. Let's look at a couple of these bottles. I'm so excited. All right, this one's a red blend. I would feel super comfortable trying this. Like I said, I normally drink red blends. It's by Cactus Park. Let me find my little card here. This is so handy because the card actually matches the design on the front. It says, a deliciously easy drinking red blend. This wine is a medium full in body with notes of jammy black cherry and black raspberry, accompanied by hints of baking spice and vanilla. That sounds delicious. I know I'm gonna love this one. All right, then we have this bottle by Post Haste. So this one is a white wine, and it says it's 60%, I'm gonna mess up this word, Sémillon. I think that's right, Sémillon, I don't know. And then 40% Sauvignon Blanc, and I'm familiar with that. So this one is crisp and refreshing. This wine has notes of lemon peel, grapefruit, lime, and flinty slate in the aroma. That sounds so refreshing. Lime, lemon, green apple, and lemongrass. Oh, that's gonna be so good. I'm just gonna show you one more. This is the kind of bottle I would buy just based off the bottle. I like the purple top and I like this image on the front. So this one is a Merlot by Main Character. I love the name. Ripe and fruit forward, this Merlot shows notes of cherry and plum complemented by a strong oak influence of vanilla and clove. So this one has notes of cherry, plum, oak, and vanilla. Oh my gosh, for pairings, it like gives you some food examples, but it says social media scrolling. This is so me. I'm gonna try this one right now. I typically don't buy Merlots because in my mind, I think they're a darker wine, and I might be totally wrong. Again, I'm not an expert, but this is why I'm here to learn more. All right, but let's try something new, right? I brought my electric wine opener up here with me, but this one is a screw top, which is just so easy. I'm not an expert pourer here. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, let's do a little sniff test. I can smell the cherry and the plum for sure. Let's try it. That's kind of different than what I would normally pick. It's kind of weird, but I really feel like I can taste the oak, which is like a different kind of flavor, but I'm not mad at that. Okay, I can get used to this. It does say it has a strong oak influence, so I can totally taste that. It is different than what I would normally buy, but I'm excited to try new wines and kind of really figure out which taste I like instead of just buying any kind of like red blend I see on the shelf. So if you want to try out Bright Cellars, I'm going to leave a link down below for you. That'll give you 50% off your first 6-bottle box. So that's just $53 for 6 bottles of wine. Thank you again to Bright Cellars for sponsoring this part of the video. Now let's get into this eyeshadow tutorial. All right, let's dig into this palette again. I'm so excited. I'm going to start with the Sigma E25 and this shade right here. And I'm gonna start this shade in my crease. Guys, this pigment is crazy. All right, so it looks really messy and harsh right now. So I'm gonna take that brush and just clean it off on my Sigma switch. It just helps get all the pigment off of the brush. And now on the same brush, I'm gonna take Abuelita. So I'm taking this shade on the tip of the brush and I'm gonna start to soften these edges here. Now we really need to blend this out, so I'm just going to take a clean Sigma E27 and I'm just going to start to blend around all these edges. Never underestimate the power of a clean makeup brush. Now I'm taking that same E27 with any kind of skin tone colored shadow, and again, we're just blending and softening. Now I'm gonna go back in with Abuelita on that E25. I like how kind of neon this shade is, so I'm kind of adding this back in because I blended a bit of it out. Now I'm going to take this Almohada shade on a Sigma E54 and I'm going to press that on the outer half of my lid. Oh, such a gorgeous purple. And I can be pretty sloppy right here in the outer corner because I'll clean that up later with concealer. Now I'm going back to that E27 and just softening this purple. I'm gonna do a couple layers of this shade, I think. Okay, let's do another layer of purple. And blend. Now I'm going to take a Sigma E58 in this kind of gold shade. I'm going to add that to the inner blank part of my lid. I'm also going to use my finger too to kind of layer it up. I'm so sorry, the sun is moving like in and out of the clouds. I keep having to change my camera settings. It's very frustrating. All right, this is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna take some of this purple shade on my E54, and I just kind of want that kind of where the gold meets the other purple. Don't know if I like that, but I gotta do it on the other eye. I'm gonna take this coppery shade on my finger. Okay, I'm gonna place that kind of where I just placed that purple shade because I realized I didn't want that. Okay, that is pretty and it's kind of helped blending that gold into that purple. I kind of want to go like all out and do a wing today. So I'm gonna take my Haus Labs liquid liner in Punk. All right, my sun is pretty much gone, but my wings look pretty big, but I mean, this is a very colorful look, so I'll accept that. I'm gonna go do my face makeup off camera and then we can finish up the eyes together. All right, the sun is pretty much gone, so I did turn on my lights. I'm gonna take a Sigma E20 with this purple shade. All right, and that's gonna go along my entire lower lash line. Oh my gosh, I just love purple eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna take a Sigma E33 with a little bit more of this shade. And I'm just gonna use that to kind of soften the purple, add a little pop of pink. I love how that lower lash line looks. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of tequila on my pinky. I'm gonna go right in the inner corner here. All right, I feel good about that. Now I'm gonna go pop on some mascara and lashes. Alrighty, mascara and lashes are on, and here are the eyes all done. For my lashes, I'm wearing my brand, the Bright Lashes, in the style All Naturel. All right, and here is the full face all done. I love how my makeup turned out today. Like, I feel so pretty, especially like with my purple hair, just the pops of purple. I love it. Let me quickly tell you what my blush and lips are, because I know a lot of people like to know, because it can be tricky to pair those with such a colorful, kind of intense eye. So for my blush, I popped on the Pacifica Cheeky Cherry Cheek Stain. The shade is Cherry Baby. It's a really pretty, just like nude blush, very soft. And then I went on top of that with just a tiny bit of the ColourPop blush in Forever Yours. It's a pretty intense color. Like, I literally just put the tiniest bit of this kind of right here on my cheeks. And then on my lips, I'm wearing the MAC Powder Kiss lipstick in Influentially It, a very, very nude color. And then the Sigma lip gloss in Lilac Wine on top. This is one of my favorite lip glosses ever. So pretty, it's so comfortable. It goes on top of like any lipstick. I'm still just loving this palette. It's just so freaking beautiful. I love that I got to play with the more kind of reddish purpley shades today, and that little pop of gold too. Let me know if you want me to do more looks with this palette. I can totally do that, but I would love your feedback. And thank you again to Bright Sellers for sponsoring the beginning of this video. Again, if you want to sign up for Bright Sellers and experience and try some new wines, I'm going to leave a link down below for you where you can get 50% off your first box of 6 bottles. Such a good deal. I'm going to go enjoy my glass of wine now, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.